remember it was something. Okay, since you answered that question about how you spent your duty, I'll clear the pool for you. How about that?
Nice.
Hey.
Oh my
What's
goodness.
the juice? Ah, excellent.
And
There
of
it
course.
Provide me with at least 1 point to play in. I was feeling lonely with all those light side points popping up.
There you go, baby. I didn't want you to feel left out.
So yes, now the shop has the secret egress if you need to get in and get out without being spotted. A good use of your duty. Has rebel construction droids finished the job? Super convenient for you guys because you can give them an oil bath for a job well done.
Right?
However, I will totally tell you, Gunter, that in your Facebook DMs, I slid the mission in there if you want to take a moment to look at it.
That's peculiar because I don't think I've received them. Oh, wait. You sent them to me just now. I see.
I sent them while you were talking, yes.
Was it just the most recent message? Because this is a book.
It's just the most recent message. It's not that big of a book.
Okay. No, it's not
More
too
of
bad.
a novella.
All right.
It's the Cliff Notes. Unfortunately, it's the Cliff Note for warranties.
The best part is you just tell the group, here is the mission. I will tell it to you as we progress along the mission.
I wouldn't do that to my team.
I will provide you need to know information only.
All right, so we have to infiltrate an Imperial communications hub codenamed Darkstar and extract vital encryption codes while planting fabricated intelligence to mislead Imperial forces. It is a critical node in the Empire's network responsible for transmitting sensitive data and encryption codes across the sector. Recent intelligence indicates vulnerabilities in Darkstar's security protocols, presenting an opportunity for infiltration. So, let me see here. Let me read a little bit further.
On the plus side, your group is uniquely situated to handle this situation.
All right, so I'm just going to read. Utilizing your expertise in covert operations, your team will infiltrate Darkstar under the cover of darkness. Disguised as Imperial technicians or maintenance crew, you will bypass external security checkpoints and gain access to the hub's central servers. Once inside, your cryptographer will target let me start that over. Once inside, your cryptographers will target the central encryption vaults where the vital encryption codes are stored. Decrypt the codes swiftly but cautiously, as Imperial security will be on high alert. Simultaneously, your data manipulators will craft fabricated intelligence containing false transmissions designed to mislead Imperial forces. Plant these false transmissions into the Imperial network to sow confusion and divert attention away from our operations. We should prioritize the acquisition of enemy uniforms and Imperial credentials and any other tools of deception to aid in our infiltration. Secure communication specialists should ensure your communication gear remains encrypted and undetected. Expect security measures and rapid deployment of Imperial response teams as soon as the breach is detected. Engage and neutralize enemy forces as necessary while maintaining focus on completing the mission objectives. Upon successful extraction of the encryption codes and planting of the fabricated intelligence, exfiltrate the facility via designated escape routes. Evade pursuit and rendezvous with extraction team waiting at the predetermined extraction points. So the challenges we're going to be facing are tight security. It's heavily guarded by Imperial troops, fortified with advanced security systems. So we'll have to be very cautious and precise to avoid detection and interception. Electronics countermeasures. The hub's electronic countermeasures pose a significant obstacle to your infiltration. Be prepared to bypass security protocols and encryption algorithms using your secure communications specialist's expertise. Time is of the essence. Complete the mission objective swiftly to minimize the risk of detection and interception by Imperial forces.
Since time is of the essence, of course you guys have all of your strain back. But you only managed to heal one wound unless you went to go seek medical assistance. And you may want to check to see if you have any crits. As obviously you guys are currently standing there ready to use public transportation to head to the location you need to go there. And your group, being the badass infiltrators you are, you conveniently have all of the materials you need to infiltrate this facility.
Such as?
The uniforms, the vehicle.
Mm.
And you already have the credentials, because remember, this is from previous missions, you have all these items.
That is true.
You are like one step ahead of the game.
So, did they give us a particular date when we are expected to be there to show up at the facility?
They would like you to immediately get there because there is communication coming through the hub that they are wishing you to infiltrate.
Okay, so we should plan on doing this tonight, essentially.
They would love that kind of expedience, yes.
All right, so, I guess we're going for it.
Any further preparations?
Feels a little rushed.
Anything anybody wants to spend money on before we go?
And does anybody have any crits that need healing up?
That too. I don't remember there being any crits recently, but...
Me neither.
You never know when one creeps up on you.
I'm crit free.
Hey Jim, what would the item be that basically interrupts cameras in things in close proximity?
There is a cloaking unit, but they are redonkulously expensive. And it basically only cloaks one person.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that really quick.
It's in the Cipher and Masks.
Okay.
I do a copy and paste and it pulls the wrong things. Undo.
That's okay, I already have the book in my hands. It's probably not under new armor, new gear. Cybernetics, no.
There's a comms jammer.
There's the Voidvox scrambler. Oh, that's for conversations. Are we thinking the shadow cloak, Jim?
Yeah.
Rarity 6.
any planning that Simi is going to do on the worldwide HoloNet web?
No, we already have the credentials that we need. But
Are you
I
going
will,
to use
you
the
know,
credentials you have, or do you want to whip up some new ones?
what I was about to say was, but I would like to create new ones. I mean, it's one thing to have but like, we've already used some. It's nice to either have backups or switch to it and then use the original ones as backups. I'd also like to prepare a virus. Just to have it on hand in case I need to wipe a system.
Okay, so by wipe a system, what exactly are you wanting the virus to do?
Basically, crash a terminal, so it has no like connection data, no.
So just crash a single terminal, just like blow its circuits out?
Yeah, and specifically wipe any access information.
Okay, go ahead, give me your slicing roll there. Steven. And here I was waiting for her to use a light side point so I could get another point on the board. So, yeah, with those 2 successes, you have a handy dandy little plug this in and it bips out a terminal instantly. But what else does it do?
It's got a couple different like command codes to trigger the virus, but also to not just destroy, but like actually cause like a shutdown, sort of like a power surge that can affect, you know,
How big of an effect are we talking here? Just like the hallway, the panel,
the
or are you talking
hallway.
about the
So
whole
like,
shebang?
I want it to no, not the whole shebang, but basically any type of audio visual and like within like the hallway domain of it get fried on
Ooh.
the same, the circuit on I don't want to say channel, the right word. Sorry, it's been a really long day.
Okay, I'll take that for 3 advantage.
Network.
What do you want to use the triumph for?
For the triumph,
This is when you would totally say it's multi-use.
well, like for multiple
Identities.
Well, no, the
multiple
virus can be used
audio.
multiple times instead
Oh,
of just a
that
one
was
and
the
done.
virus, my bad.
Yeah, let's do that because then I can always.
So, Jim.
A pocket network bomb are limited.
Would a security sweeper be advantageous on this mission?
It just might.
Then I would be happy to pick up a security sweeper.
As Simi has engineered the "now you don't" virus. As you know, it just works with the name Simi.
Mhm.
Simi tailor
I
made
feel
it to
like
this
that is
facility.
going to be launched by not me.
Exactly.
Her alternate persona.
So you guys have the Imperial vehicles that, you could quite easily just change the plates out and use to drive right into the facility, as long as someone has a good story.
I'm
By
sure that
good
one of our
story.
two mouths could come up with a good story.
And of course, alternately, if you did not want to drive, undercover into this facility, you could also attempt to climb the, building that this hub is built on top of. It's only like 200 stories before you get to the actual Imperial part.
Bum 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 bum. Doo doo doo. No, we are not Mission Impossibling this.
No.
That sounds like a bad choice for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Simi, these extra identities, how fancy of identities are you looking to go for? Because I know you all have some high-ranking Imperial undercover identities. Are you gonna go with something like just tech number 5, or are you going for something
Yeah,
fancy?
something. I mean, because we have the high end one. I was thinking just regular. You wouldn't look twice at kind of levels.
Right? Could be just anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and give me your roll. Again, I'm
I'm
looking for a
going to
story
use.
point.
No. No. Hold on.
How did that
I'm
happen?
going. I don't know. I am going to use my. Hold on. Let me find out the specific name of it.
Your undercover identities make you look like Kylo Ren in an orange vest.
Referencing the. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying it's a good disguise for us.
The
He's
wig's
a
almost on
cunning
straight.
disguise and no one
Okay.
will know.
Natural programmer. Once per session, may reroll any one computer's or astrogation check.
Does
So
it
this is my once per session.
does it require anything like a story point or a destiny point?
No, it doesn't. Well, it doesn't say that here. Hold on, let me get out my sheet.
Is it your signature ability?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it's similar to what Prit has.
Yep. Yeah,
Where Prit is allowed
And what I have.
to reroll stuff.
Yeah, it's no, it's just an active active thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
you get to
Just that
re-roll it with
cool.
the same pool, right?
Yeah, it doesn't say that I can add or, so I'm assuming that means it has to be the same. It doesn't say, yay or nay.
It's just
It
the
just
one
says
simple one. You
re-roll.
get to re-roll a
Yeah.
Yeah.
check. Yeah.
You get to
So,
re-roll the same
all
dice.
right. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, totally different animal there without 4 fails on 2 purples.
Yay, natural programmer.
Okay, so you basically have some technician identities, so the group just knows that you need to pull off your rank insignias, and you show your fake technician undercover, data and the uniform with no spaghetti on it. So you can either go as officers or as incognito technicians. This there anything anyone else is doing to set up for the success?
Just purchasing that security sweeper.
Now, since you guys do have access to the workshop and all, are you doing anything to like conceal it in something, or are you just gonna have the security sweeper on your belt?
It's an encumbrance one item, so I would imagine it's pretty small. I could just carry it as part of like the toolbox, assuming that we're going in as technicians.
Right, he just so happens to have it on his belt.
Yeah, why not? It's just one of my many tools.
So you basically mobilize the team, you guys get in the vehicle, and you head off to the communications hub, right?
Right.
Now, you
That
are
sounds like what
given
we do.
a coded message that you can send on the HoloNet. It's totally some, like, party announcement message, but you will have access to a pickup from one of the other cells out there. If you
How do
Pickup,
we?
like a pickup truck?
It's
Like
basically
they will
Space
extract
Uber.
us.
They will extract you. Yep.
Oh,
Extraction
extract
team.
us. Okay, thank you. I was like, I don't understand your pickup. Now I got it.
Basically Space
Okay.
Uber. So that
Oh,
way,
okay.
They're gonna.
say you have to sacrifice your vehicle, you still have a way out of this place.
Good.
Golda, they're gonna hit us with cheesy pickup lines. My, what a long neck you have.
Oh, that's a good pickup line for your guy. He's like, thank you.
Right.
My,
No one
what
ever
big
says
eyes
that.
you have.
All the better to see you with.
Mm-hmm. You have to do it nice and creepy, though. Because you got that big, long, weird body.
That's where he bends his neck down to look at you eye to eye at your level, and
Yep,
like
that's
an
creepy.
inch away from your face, he says, "All the better to see you with."
Yep, that works. That one's creepy.
I see you.
Well, ugh. All right. So we have our space Uber if we need it.
You just need to send them a message on any terminal. It's one of those totally spy style sending out a message in the want ads that's actually expected by your pickup. So as soon as they see you post that little ad, they will be swooping in a matter of moments to pick you up.
Okay.
Nice.
What can go wrong?
I mean, when you put it that way, a whole bunch. But we're just gonna hope the best.
Tempt the fates.
Right? I think I put skills in there. Okay, so is there anything that you guys think that I should pick up? Like I don't know the items in the systems as well as you guys do.
To what end, basically? I think that me or Simi having that sweeper kit makes sense since we both have high computer skills. What would you be looking to accomplish? Because there's lots of equipment out there, and to try to go over all of it is going to take
That
us
sounds like a
the
lot.
rest of the day.
Astronomical.
Yeah, we're not-
It would require
Oh
an
no, I was
astrogation roll.
thinking
I'm sorry, say that again.
something along the lines that would help with me being me being able to sneak around or me being able to confuse people.
You could do
I've got a pretty
something.
cool skill, but
You could go for something like what I bought, which is the holographic image disguiser for a mere 1,100 credits.
Smugglers
I
across the
support that
galaxy
for
just
that.
fainted at that price tag.
What else? That the thingy that I mentioned earlier doesn't make any sense because it has to be attached to something like a chair or a piece of furniture or something, so no bueno. For a mere 20,000 credits, you can get a shadow cloak, or not a shadow cloak, but a holographic image disguiser. But I don't think any of us has 20,000 credits.
Nope.
Let me pull
Can I
up
get
my
a Holocaust
spies.
cloak?
I was just thinking, can I get a Holocaust cloak and a wheelbarrow? You right where I was going.
I mean, you should have listed that in our assets earlier.
If you don't already have one, I recommend getting the 3-mal secured comm link.
I have our comlink, yeah.
Just a regular comm link or a 3-mal secure comm link?
I'm moving over. I have an earbud comlink.
Yep, you want to change that to a 3-mal secure comm link for 250 credits. In fact, at this point, we all should have one of those.
It's that totally sexy tech leverage earbud.
Could you put it in the chat so I know the in the game?
Which book is it in? Is it in our general? It's in our core rule book or in a special?
Of course, that's the one that I haven't put the book and the page number on, but here I'll copy paste.
Forged in Battle.
Forged in Battle? Okay, I think Jim shared that with me.
Oh, I have that one. Okay.
I do.
Yep, Gunter just put it in the Roll20 chat too.
Yeah, that's the one I currently are.
Since you're going into a comm station, you might want to have secure communications. Nobody wants to have a tech on level 3 find your frequency and say, Captain, listen to this shit. There's some people doing some shit on the base.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I already have that one.
I mean, I'll still try to intercept your signal, but still. All of a sudden, the group split up, and they're being cut off at every corner.
Oh, I already have a security sweeper. I did not see it at the bottom of the list. Lockpick set.
Oh, surveillance scanner. Is that the thing that? No, I bought a security sweeper. I was thinking of a surveillance scanner. Somebody should grab one of those too.
So, surveillance scanner, how much is it?
$750.
The best part is you're all loaded in the vehicle and you stop at the local space Radio Shack.
What are, do you have a page number or the features?
So it is on page 46 of Ciphers and Masks.
I was gonna say, were you proudly looking at the Dead Tree copy of the book?
No, I'm holding the book in my hand. Oh yes, I am looking at the Dead Tree version of the book. Yeah, I am.
Isn't it nice to have a copy?
It is very much nice to have a copy.
And if you need dice, by the way, I discovered on this week when I went to TGG, they have Star Wars Dice Palooza in the shop. Now the dice are back in production. They discovered they had 2 boxes in the back and didn't even know about it.
How convenient. Now if only they would reprint fully operational. Really need to get their asses in gear on that one.
Because of course that's one of the sexy books because it has the cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. That, and there's 3 copies on eBay right now. 2 of them are listed at $295.
Oh yeah,
The other one,
I would not. I would wait for the reprints to hit.
yeah, the other one is much more reasonable with a starting bid that was at like $60, but it's already up to $80, and it's ending on Friday, so it's going to easily break 100.
That's wartime profiteering right there is what I'm hearing.
Oh,
Yep.
so it's actually on 7.
But if people are willing to pay it, then
Damn wartime profiteers. As I totally look at my collection and think,
what can I sell?
which
I
books
think
do I have duplicates of?
I think we should all have aphide crystal teeth installed, so that if
Oh,
we're captured, we
damn.
can kill ourselves.
Are you going to buy 5 of them and offer to install them in your team?
Negative.
Oops, sorry, Prit, but I accidentally leaked it. I'll catch you in the next life.
As your commander's saying, let's all get suicide pills in our tooth. Remember
Right.
the tooth.
Look at the time.
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh, I left that in my other pocket.
Chosen's just looking
Yeah.
out for you guys because it's better to have the tooth than an Imperial interrogation droid called Dr. Ball.
Yeah.
As he starts the dental drill and says, is it safe? Not Dr. Ball.
Yeah, I can't see anything else worth really grabbing.
As I could totally see me telling you, well, make sure to grab me because I am all that you need.
Simi will protect us.
See me, you're our only hope.
We are doomed.
Well, shit.
As your map slowly fades and terrifies you.
Oh God.
The camera focuses in and you're being observed by security personnel and there's this weird static on their screens. So are you ready?
I'm as good as anything.
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get.
I suppose.
Transcribing surveillance scanner notes.
As you guys park your Imperial service vehicle that has conveniently got enough room for all of you plus 1. And you come up to the automated security gate here where it asks, the little eyeball projects out there and the mechanical droid voice asks for your information. What is the cover identity you're going to throw out there? And who's doing
Simi
the
has our identities, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Simi has disseminated them to each of you guys.
All right.
What's our base? Are we A repair crew, or what did we decide on?
I think we're going in with the generic first.
Yeah, I think we're going in as Imperial technicians.
Okay.
Okay. So I will give you an upgrade since you have the proper uniforms and the proper identification. Who's gonna do the fast
Specializing in
talking?
communications. Who's going to do what?
Who's gonna do the fast talking and give me a deception check?
It would be one
That
of our
will
two
be
fast
me.
talkers.
Yeah, it's either could be me. I've got 3 yellow and 2 green.
In deception. Man, where's my character sheet? I have too many windows. I've been trying to get my stuff in order. Come on. I was upgrading my my comm link, and my system was like, maybe not. In deception, I'm 3 yellow plus an advantage minus 4 black for deception.
Repeat that?
I'm 3 yellow with 1 advantage minus 4 black.
Yeah, we're both 3 yellow. I've got the extra 2 green, but the minus 2 black, I think, puts you over the top for me. So why don't you take it?
All right.
As our infiltrator
I-
was
Wait,
about
wait,
to
wait.
step forward.
Gunter?
I disagree with that. I think that 3 yellow, 2 green, because keep in mind that the standard roll is purples then reds. The probability of there being black dice is only if there is negative circumstances that would add those in. Right now they have no reason to mistrust us or anything like that, so they wouldn't be getting any black dice.
Unless they have security devices.
That's true. That's true.
I have
So,
a
all right,
question.
maybe. I'll let you two argue it amongst yourselves.
For the surveillance scanner, it costs $750. I assume that's for the base model because it mentioned the advanced scanners.
Yeah, that's
So
just
the
for the base
$750
model.
would be for the base one, just checking for bugs and
Yep.
hidden observers and that. Okay.
Yep. And also, I've got the ability that if bad dice start being a problem, I can use my my signature ability to remove bad dice.
Yep.
So which one of you guys are gonna go for the lie?
Crit's gonna roll it.
Crit's gonna lie.
Okay,
Are we ready?
go for it when you're ready, unless you want to spend a destiny point.
Oh, might as well.
Yeah.
Look at that, just like that, you scored 2 upgrades. How can this go wrong? As he immediately whips out the identification and the eyeball reads each of your identifications and just gives you that.
All right.
The Huts are running security here.
Is my pool ready?
Yep.
Oh.
Damn. Holy snap.
I mean, 2 upgrades. You gotta see a triumph pop up
I mean-
at one point, right?
Just
A triumph?
wow.
Yeah.
That's wow.
So immediately, the automated security, little teeny tiny probe comes out. Totally batteries not included style probe comes out in Imperial Gray. And it basically scans each of you guys and gives you the proverbial thumbs up and basically asks what is your duty task that you're here for and provides you a beautiful detailed map to that location that you're asking for. And then, what would you like for your advantage in 3 goddamn triumphs?
So it takes all of our data, uploads it for us, we turn around, walk away, and we're done. No.
Another successful mission for us.
Right?
So I've got one for you, maybe, Jeff, if you're interested.
I'm always interested.
The location is deeper in the facility where security is lighter because you'd have to go through so much security to get there that what's the point of having high security in the middle of the facility? And also it's a rarely used portion of the facility, so there's not likely to be any traffic in there.
I like those, yes.
And it's a holiday, so there's even less people.
There you go. So it's a holiday, so they're running with a minimum staff.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody's on a 72 hour leave.
Who knew that this weekend is the bamboo forest beetle season, where everyone's going down to enjoy the beach, and the beetles doing their mating call, and children are wanting to collect the beetles and take them to school. All of a sudden, this planet became Japan.
Right? I mean, that'd be, typical that the technicians are called into work when everybody else is enjoying a holiday.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds about standard.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking with the 3 advantages, give Simi an upgrade on her next roll.
You have one advantage.
Yeah, one advantage, 3 successes.
Oh, one advantage. I got 3 successes. Blue die to whoever next. Blue die to whoever rolls next.
Okay. I think you were counting your triumphs there, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, you got 3 triumphs yet.
Successes is
Yeah. It's just it's a smaller number. It's harder.
Yeah.
Conveniently, you ask, you let them know where the malfunction is that you have to address, and you're just like, hey, how do I get to where we need to go? And the little probe guy pops up a hologram that totally gives you this red line that shows you where you need to go. Let's see, we're there. Blip. So if you see my funky red line there, which I'll probably need a pointer arrow to make it sense, you guys will be coming through the door here. You can easily go through the mess hall to come to the open area, to come to this lift, which you would want to go all the way up to level 4, which lets you get into the secure lift, which takes you up to where you need to go to level 5. And the cute little droid gives you this hologram breakdown, letting you know exactly why the facility is currently understaffed due to leaves. Security presence is apparently at a minimal level, with no expected security issues or surprise inspections.
Ooh, thank goodness for that.
Well, it's good because we're just here to perform scheduled maintenance. Scheduled maintenance.
Surprise inspections make me nervous. Glad we don't have to deal with one of those.
Thank you. Good job. Go take an oil bath.
And apparently it's raining quite heavily.
Yeah, so if we lose connection, apparently it's storming here.
The sky is falling.
There's a rap-tap-tapping on our roof.
Sure am glad it's raining to hide the tears I cry.
Aww. Are you saying we have to plan Brazilian to help you recover?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. On a good day, Jim, we have to schedule Brazilian to make me feel better.
I guess we are kind of in a storm cell going on in the general Tucson area.
Yeah, it's been real bad weather for me all day.
And the droid totally gives you the head of security and the commander of the facility currently, in case you happen to need them to contact them. Any terminal
Okay.
will gladly give you access to sending them a page.
Thoughtful.
So you guys come on in all casual-like as the security doors open up for you. You see the nice open little area where you could easily fit a small battalion of troops if you needed to. And then the secondary security door opens automatically, and you see there's one of those little Imperial probes, the ones that can totally clamp onto your back. And it's just sitting there floating, looking at you, and totally gives you guys like a barest of casual glance, and then turns away and plugs into the comm panel next to it and starts running some protocols.
All right.
When you guys are in here, you look through the little bay windows that are here, and you see there's lots of technicians doing technician stuff, transferring lots of messages. You probably think eavesdropping on some communications, because that's totally what the Empire does.
No.
I mean,
Never.
It's not like this is an ISB station, it's just a communications tower. Are you guys continuing to follow your path as intended?
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
This whole building seems to have lots of electricity running through it, where there's a slight metallic hum coming off the very walls themselves.
So,
As you come up to this security door, and there's like a lone communications officer, kind of, you could almost call it standing watch, but he's really busy playing on his pad. As soon as the door opens, you see a bunch of techs sitting down, eating food at the tables. They, kind of all casually stop and glance, and then go back to their food. You clearly see this next door that automatically opens at your approach, and as soon as it does, you see there's a little desk here. Let me move this guy. That's covered in workstations, and it has a Imperial officer and an Imperial technician hard at work tapping away. And the officer gives you guys a basic up and down look. Are you guys going to say anything, or just attempt to casually walk by to the lift?
Just kind of nod at him.
right? Just got it. Don't want to ignore him because that looks suspicious, but also don't want to engage.
Okay. Somebody give me a charm roll then, since you're being friendly.
This is friendly. Where do you work?
Hey, this is the Empire. Us nodding is clearly friendly.
Or is this more of a deception? I mean, it's up to you.
Again, I
don't know.
defer
What do
to
you
our,
think, Jeff?
our face people.
If it's a matter of being charming, that's a Golda move, but I can definitely lie to if that's what we need.
I mean, which angle are you want to do? You want to give him the friendly nod and smile? The disarming Jesus, buddy Jesus fingers?
Oh yeah, let's let the droid give the buddy Jesus fingers. No, I don't think so.
Golda, why don't you go for it? Let's be charming and limit the amount of lies we're trying to tell this early into things.
All right. Is my pool correct, Jim? I've got
Your pool
one
is
plus one advantage put in.
that should be on your skill already. It should be.
Yep. It looks like it is.
And I've got a blue dice because you guys are where you're supposed to be, and the upgrade for the story point.
Yeah, it's that knowing friendly nod of like, yeah, we're here working too on a holiday like the rest of you.
Yep,
This sucks.
We're embracing the suck together.
That's right.
And he immediately looks at you guys and totally gives you this smile back, and he hollers over to the little droid and says, "Hey, C4, go ahead and make sure that lift gets them where they need to go. They look like they're new around here." And the little droid goes and totally plugs into the lift, and he kind of like beseechingly looks at you and droid and asks, "Where do you need to go?"
And I tell him,
Yeah, Simi knows.
Tell it to the droid. So, Simi, are you
Yes.
saying level 4, or are you saying something else?
yeah, I tell him, no, I tell him level 4.
Okay. Little droid goes and plugs into the little data port, and the lift gets there like instantly. Doors snap open, and the guy totally gives you guys that coworker wave. Good luck. Whatever you guys are here for, it's got to be a doozy. I mean, 4 technicians and a droid.
On a holiday, no less.
Okay, so you guys step into the lift.
Mm-hmm.
God, nobody pays overtime around here. Am I right?
Okay, so you guys totally get to this level that should have had some stormtroopers in it, but for some bizarre, triumphy reason, they apparently are not here right now.
They're on their vacation. That was literally what we were just talking about, Jim.
They're
They're
probably down
enjoying
on
seashore
triumphy
time with their
reason.
families.
they're probably down on level 3 enjoying the rec room over here. So you guys see that there is a special elevator here that has big warning signs saying maximum clearance only.
That's us.
Yep.
Like where we need to be.
The droid downstairs proved us for it. See?
So the elevator does not seem impressed, but possibly Simi can convince it to do what you would like. It's going to actually require some slicing to get that elevator to work.
All right.
You bastards, how dare you come in here and cake roll through this?
I know, Jim's like,
because
damn
you
it.
said that.
I got that in there for you.
How dare you roll so many triumphs?
So Simi nonchalantly plugs into the data panel with top secret required to go past this point, and immediately you guys just see, with 2 successes, pretty damn fast you get the access granted. What would you like for the 3 advantages?
Can I give the next 2 of us to go blue, or?
So
we can give one a blue specific and the next one to go blue.
Yeah, because I don't know who's going to go next. So.
Or you could always ask for something else.
You could always go with what it says there about uncovering additional information about the system pertaining to what security measures are on level 5.
There we go. Yeah, let's do that.
So, additional information. First thing I can totally tell you for that is the elevator logs tell you that somebody an hour ago went up to level 5 and has not returned. So you know beyond a shadow of a doubt someone with command clearance went up there. On top of that, there's of course a little basic blueprint that you popped up there, which is totally here's where the lift pops out, and here's the communications data core. where that's the bread and butter you're wanting for. It's sort of like in Rogue One, that server room where there's that arm that goes around pulling data nodes out of the walls. That's totally what that is. And there is a console in here that could easily lock this entire facility down.
Hmm.
So if whoever is sitting behind the desk hits the panic button, really bad things could happen. And whoever's up there is probably a high-ranking person who is probably competent because they're stuck there on holiday weekend. Or does that just make their extra cranky?
It makes it extra cranky.
I'm thinking extra cranky myself.
I know how
Yeah.
I feel when I have to be the grand high poobah of the day.
You all will pay for it. You all will pay.
Alright.
So what is the plan for when all you have to do is step in the lift and go right up there? But you know for a fact it's a very small room and someone is already up there.
So the plan is to piss them off, make them hit the button, and campaign over, re-roll new characters, everybody.
Oh, Jesus.
So begins the new spring game.
Either that or Jim
Yeah,
does
quick
the next
play.
4 sessions torturing us before he tells us to re-roll characters.
Each of you, give me a resilience roll and allow me to describe the torture to you.
Yeah. Well, once we step in, I discreetly assemble a couple pieces and slide them into my pocket.
Is that a lightsaber in your pocket, or are you just happy to see us?
Hit him on the head. Oh, okay.
Our two faces should do everything they can to come up with a story to convince him that we need to be there and he doesn't. Simi, you should be making a beeline to the nearest terminal to connect in and preferably lock him out of the system so that he can't hit the magic button. I will be doing my leadership type stuff to support you all and give you lots of free dice. And Melnock, just be ready to lightsaber his ass if things do go bad.
Shit goes down, we'll play whack-a-mole.
And that's everybody's role, right? Oh, hey, Jim. So, speaking of, before we go into this, I should be making a knowledge roll to determine.
You wanna do that thing that you do that does
That
the
thing that I
with the
do once
thing.
per session to give me some blue dice. Yeah, that thing, you know.
I was wondering when you're gonna want to fire that off.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that now.
It's been a few weeks. He's out of practice.
I
Right.
got those 3 purple ready for you.
Which knowledge are we looking at?
It's warfare, isn't it?
We can do warfare, sure. In that case, shit. What did I just take out?
It's
1 S. Yeah, I think that's right. So I have 3 blues to hand out.
All for the price of one little strain.
Yep.
So you all are standing in a fairly cramped elevator because it's nowhere as big as the other one was for a small, platoon of troops remained for it. This is just enough for maybe 5 people to not be uncomfortable. Or one really important guy to feel super comfortable. So as the lift is coming up, are you having Simi do anything special with the lift? Is it just going to pop up to the next floor and the doors snap open? And surprise! Or is there some master plan in play?
One, you should notify him that a technician team is expected at this time.
Oh.
And two, if you can clear the logs of us having been in the elevator, that would be great.
So in that case,
Yeah.
are you wanting to see me to hold the lift on level 4 and do that first?
Yeah.
Okay, so... do me a favor, Simi. Go ahead and give me your slicing for erasing all trace of you guys. Not a problem at all, I see.
Give
Now,
yourself a blue on your next roll.
for the work order.
Definitely some busy dice.
Super busy. How are you going to submit the order to what you're assuming is probably the commander of the communications center? Are you going to use deception? Or are you going to try to convince me to use computers?
Computers.
And
it's just data.
because it's just data,
Is
okay?
a
Putting in
formal
a standard work
Email.
order form.
requisition. Yep.
From a standard technician who's just doing their daily work.
In fact, you can also, send a copy of that blind carbon copy to Prit and Lachelle, so that when we get up there, they can start with, we have this work order here that we believe was just sent over that we were given this morning. Really sucks because it's a holiday and we have to come in and work, blah, blah, blah.
And more importantly, what is the work order for?
Emergency maintenance.
There's a glitch in the matrix.
Emergency maintenance.
So, what were we saying that was the main hub right here? What was its function?
That's where all the data is stored and transferred. So for your mission, you need to basically get up over to here and corrupt that bad boy.
All right. So the work order is that the Star Wars equivalent of a failed drive in the array that we need to replace.
Yeah, what he said.
Right? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a computer person. So when you say, what is the lie you're going to tell? It's a good one. It's the best lie you've ever heard. And you're surprised that I came up with it because I'm not really a technical person.
Yeah.
It's that good.
So on computer servers, there are usually multiple drives that have the exact same information. It's called a mirror copy, so that if one of the drives fails, it doesn't bring down the server entirely. When one of those drives does fail, you want to remove it from the system and replace it with a good drive, and then have it copy over the data again. So you have, again, multiple drives running the same exact data. It's called a mirrored array.
Yeah, that's all standard.
And that's very standard stuff.
So.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and you're using those 2 advantage to give yourself a blue on this next roll for sending the requisition with all the proper documentation.
Yeah, let's go ahead and throw another blue on there too.
Oh, gonna cash in one of those bad boys already.
Yep.
Okay, so Kelly, I've got your computer roll ready for sending the form.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, shnikey. Look at how productive all of those dice were. So you send the message and you get the ping that it's been received, that whoever's up there knows that there's a work team coming. Kind of last minute and great response time, but yeah, totally there's a repair team coming up there. What would you like for the 3 advantages?
I would like for Prit to get an advantage on her next charm.
Okay.
You know, or
Perception.
My
So
deception, probably.
an upgrade.
yeah, basically because since technically we're going to be running into,
An organic.
yeah, that I just want to make sure that she has the best possible.
And you know from
I mean,
experience.
obviously the order is in order,
And you know for a fact that Prit is very excellent with fellow organics, disseminating false data.
Exactly.
I'm good at that. That's my job.
Okay, so you guys all get into the tiny lift, and
Yep.
you push the button, and the lift comes and goes whoosh. And at the exact moment that happens, everybody roll me a vigilance. I feel underwhelmed with that vigilance roll.
Yeah, well, you'll feel underwhelmed with this one.
Oh, you want an initiative?
Yep.
Initiative
vigilance. Yep.
Because I have shit for vigilance.
Well, I only got one dice. It's yellow, but
This is why you guys obviously plot everything out in advance, because you don't do spontaneity very well.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, so
I resemble that remark.
the door opens up, and immediately there's a comm officer with the intimidating black technician helmet. And you notice on the black technician's uniform, there's actually lots of military patching going on there, including on the lapel. You notice the ISB lapel pins.
Rock
So
on.
Jim, seeing that we just rolled initiative and we're going into an encounter, I would like to activate my signature ability when we get up there.
Okay, so the doors snap open. The definitely looks like a gentleman in the uniform. Looks up and immediately stands up. You get that crisp military, instantly goes to your feet in case it's a superior officer kind of thing. And then seeing all of your uniforms immediately drops into a at ease position as he kind of addresses you technicians. I received your double C425 form that you are here for repairs. And what is the signature ability you're activating?
Okay, so once per game session, spend 1 destiny point. The remainder of the current round and 4 additional rounds, as an out-of-turn incidental, I may suffer 1 strain to downgrade or remove 1 black or reduce, at my discretion, the difficulty of an ally's skill check once that round. In addition, while Unmatched Authority is active, increase my strain threshold by +2.
Okay, so you have this instant air of authority.
Yep. And I like reducing difficulty because that just makes everybody's rolls a little bit easier.
That's true. And he, for his turn, he kind of like eyeballs you guys and kind of takes in what he's saying, that it's a very large tech team here, including a droid. And he's kind of curious to hear what you guys say, in regards to your order. So
We want
who's
things done quickly.
first?
I believe that would be me, because I'm going to lie my ass off.
And I believe Prit has an upgrade.
I have an upgrade.
And he also has a reduced difficulty.
And I'm also giving you a blue.
Should I give him another blue? No, I think he's probably doing pretty okay at this point. So
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it is an ISB agent, but
And
Yeah.
you're downgrading the difficulty.
I'm reducing it, so actually removing one purple die.
Aha, even better.
Yep.
From a dice pool of 3 to a dice pool of 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got your blue, an upgrade. I've got one of their difficulty dice have evaporated. And anything else you need there?
No, I think that's good, and I will spin him a story about of course these things are going to fail on the holiday. Me and my team, we were on the beach and we just got called in. We just want to get in and out.
Okay, go ahead and make your deception, you dirty, dirty liar. As immediately you're able to pull out some pocket sand from the beach. And the comms officer kind of nods at you like, I definitely understand the inconvenience. This allowed leave to understaff my position here is definitely not appreciated. But the Imperial Governor offered all Imperial troops that were not critical for the situation at hand to have an extended leave for the holiday. And he kind of pulls off his helmet and puts it under, his against his hip there before he puts it on the countertop. And he totally gives you the come hither gesture and says, come, come. I could probably use the company on this somber day. Have your team start doing what they need to do to complete the reports. Do you have a hard copy you need signed?
Just the data pad.
Yeah.
You would also probably know that me and Simi should be going down the corridor while you and Lachelle stay here and keep him company. And
Yes.
Melnock.
Yes, we will. We will definitely stay here, and we will definitely continue
Keep him
to confound
distracted.
this person. Yes, that is our desire.
And for your advantage, I will say that you guys look busy really effectively if you'd like.
Yes.
As you guys are doing the technician thing. Don't mind us, we're turning a bunch of buttons and poking a bunch of knobs. And yes, I said that in reverse. We're not good
Remove a couple
technicians.
candles, start doing what we need to.
Is it just a straight walk down that corridor, Jim?
It's just a straight walk down that corridor, and as soon as you do, he flips a button on the console which opens the little armored door at the very end, and you just see the 20-foot drop and 10 feet up, and there's a lone mechanical arm that pulls these, basically like server slides.
Yeah, so kind of like in Rogue One.
Yep, kind of almost exactly like Rogue One.
Beautiful.
Except instead of KX in the middle, it's this guy. Now kind of surrounded by you guys.
Yeah, kind of.
All right. We are doing the distracto monkey thing.
Okay, so as you guys get to there, what does Tozen and Simi do?
So computers is I'm good at them, but Simi is better at them. So I am deferring to Simi in this case, backing her up. I have a whopping 1 yellow and 4 green. I almost said blue, but I'll be here to help Simi as best I can.
So what is
Okay,
Simi's objective here?
I mean, I'm supposed. I can.
Stealth into the system, copy command ciphers, whatever it was that specifically we need to copy, and put in the fake information. The encryption codes, that's what we're looking for.
Last lifetime.
Then you had a virus, right?
Yeah.
Well, that I can just pop in after we're.
Yeah.
But more importantly, put in fabricated intelligence about fake rebel plans and, things of that nature.
Okay, so we're ready for a computer's check?
And the best part is I still took the time to put in the 2 black dice, even though I know it's not going to matter.
Because I have -3 black dice. Okay. Here we go.
Interesting.
Don't forget my upgrade.
I've got your upgrade.
Well, I succeeded, not as impressively as I would have liked, but I very much.
5 success is pretty darn good.
I
You do it
mean,
really quick.
immediately you look over at Tozen, and it takes you no time whatsoever to get in the computer and manipulate the little mechanical hands to grab the 2 server nodes that you need, and they zip down and they drop the nodes right into the compartments that pop up right to where you 2 are. As you immediately proceed to get inside there and pull out the data you need, and on the other one you plug in and drop in the virus that you have, or I should say the counter encryption.
Yeah, the counter encryption.
So I totally have to pull up my own notes real quick. You extracted the encrypted codes and planted the fabricated intelligence. Okay, so you totally give him the thumbs up that you have the data. Is there anything additional you want to attempt while you're here? This is how I try to trick you into escalating.
Yeah, but I don't think.
You have access to a communications hub on this half of the planet. There's lots of shit in those nodes. Just gonna throw that one out there. As a hacker, there's lots of private conversations inside there.
Like I said, the only other thing we care about is maybe putting in some false rebel plans and activities. Other than that, since this is a time-sensitive mission, let's not spend any extra time here trying to snoop.
I mean, you could always do something like AT&T did and shut down, the cell phones for half the planet.
Nope, that is just going to draw attention to us.
Okay.
Interesting that when there was a work team in the room, the entire network went down. Maybe we should do a scan and see what they were actually up to.
I can only hope for some threat, just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, he's trying to draw something out.
As you guys are doing what you're doing there, Lachelle and Pritt, the comms officer starts some small talk with you guys. And so you guys were on the beach when you got the call, huh?
Yes. We're going to follow through with this story that was drafted by our leader.
As
yes.
he starts giving you guys this small talk, like, so does that mean you guys are gonna get a 96-hour pass afterwards since you worked on the holiday?
We're gonna get whatever is allowed. Like, I don't know what that answer is, but if the answer is yes, we get that, then the answer is yes.
Okay, most likely that's what you're thinking with this small talk. So one of you guys give me either a charm if you're schmoozing him, or a deception if you're just playing along to play along. And the other person can totally assist.
What do you think, Prit? Do you think that this is a deception that we're running? I mean, it's obviously a deception, but is it more that we're trying to be charming and just friendly, or is this more a we are just yeah, we're gonna get some break time, yeah. Like, how do you see it happening?
I mean, if it was just me, yeah, I would just be stringing them along. But that you're here, that gives us options,
Right? Well, okay. So here's the question.
What?
Right, here's the question. Yes, we if we decide that we want to make this like a friendly little deception that we're having, is this the place where we're going to have to know regulation for things, or is it just go for it?
No, this is just a friendly talk shop.
Right? Then that's what we are doing. We are just
dudes talking, you know.
Yep. Yeah,
So,
that's what we're hoping. You know
Blowing off
how
steam.
it is, though. They're always trying to screw you out of your bonus
Don't
time.
roll anything yet.
And Lachelle, are you going to use any of your hormones?
Pheromones.
I think that sounds really fucking creepy. But yes, I would like to use
But that's what they
pheromones.
do. So
That's what they
Well,
do.
I know, but it's not hormones; it's pheromones.
yeah,
So
pheromones.
Jim, I would love to reduce that roll again.
Now, you're actually busy doing something in the other room.
Well, I'm down the hall, but it's an incidental, so
I would have to say you're busy doing your thing with Simi right now. Because, you're focused on you, and you got that little security door that closed behind you.
Oh, it did close behind us. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. I'll take back my strain then.
But I will definitely assist Golda in this.
Okay, so are you going to add any dice or just the blue?
I'm not sure. How do I do that?
So, Golda, what is your charm?
My charm is 3 yellow. It is a career skill, and it's +1 advantage.
Okay, so what is Prit's charm?
2 green.
So you're just adding a blue.
I'll just add a blue.
As you
Can I
guys
still throw? Can I still throw another blue her way from my pool?
I would say not at the moment, because you can't interject to assist with your beautiful leadershipness.
All right, can't do that
Unless
either.
you want to say you're using the comm to communicate.
No, we definitely don't want to do that.
Okay. So immediately, Lachelle and Prit are totally joining in the small talk with him, and this guy seems like relaxed with the small talk. He likes the small talk. Let's see how the small talk goes.
As speed. Most people probably don't small talk with them.
Right. So, also, I have convincing demeanor. I don't know that I have that figured in. I'm supposed to have 2 black die removed. Oh, that's a deception.
Yeah,
that's a deception. Never mind. This isn't what I'm doing.
And he's totally not got any black dice against you right now.
All right. Yeah, except that you already flipped something over to the dark side.
Well, that's because I want to make sure you guys had some destiny points.
Yeah.
I didn't want you feeling naked. Ooh.
Great.
Okay, so he starts the small talk, and then you guys kind of like, there's this awkward pause as the two of you look at each other, and then you're just like, Huh, yeah, yeah, those things. Like, we'd totally hang out with you, and he gets kind of a wrinkly nose, but it could totally be, especially if you'd like to use 3 advantage to make it so. Maybe he just thinks you're not comfortable talking to an officer.
Or ISP.
Or ISP, since
Um,
he's got the lapel pins showing. If you would like to spend 3 of your advantage, I would totally let him feel that it's just that you guys are awkward talking to him.
Hey, we are technicians.
Yeah. Like it feels a little weird to be discussing personal time with somebody from his team.
As he just kind
No offense.
he kind of gives you the dismissive wave that I understand sometimes it's hard to be social with the rank and file, and he totally gets that superior snip to his voice, where you just kind of realize in the quick exchange that happened that he's no longer as cordial as he was. He's now all business. And
Okay.
you still have 1 advantage left if you'd like to use it for something. But
Is there anything? Can I just give something to the next person that's gonna go?
sure.
All right. So, a die to the next person that's gonna go for our gang.
Okay. So Melnock, is there anything specifically you're doing besides having the itchy finger to wet work an ISB agent?
No, I'm just kind of like, looking like I'm checking some console stuff, playing tic-tac-toe on the side, and just kind of listening to the conversation, waiting for the awkwardness to get any more awkward.
You practically cringe when you hear the tuning fork of awkwardness come up.
Yeah,
And
kind of like,
just as you kind of glance over and realize that this tete-a-tete that was happening went south real quick, and the door that Tozen and Simi went into, of course, goes and opens up. As it sounded like those two were strictly in business and coming back without wasting any time, right? Right?
Yep.
Okay, so Tozen, you see there's this like slight tense awkwardness. The ISB gentleman is standing completely erect on the job as opposed to casual like he was originally. He loses more chances to make friends that way. What do you guys do?
I don't do shit because clearly I'm just gonna make him more anxious or more frustrated. So I'm just gonna be quiet.
Hey, you could always use that for an awkward exit.
True that.
As he immediately turns around towards Tozen and Seamead, and he says status report. And he's really clipped when he says that. He was like smoking and joking a minute ago. Now he's like status report. Which one of you two is gonna give the status report? Yes, one of you two senses a deception roll.
What's your
Now I'm just going to start spewing science facts at him. I'm not going to try to deceive him. I'll just tell him that the repair has been completed and throw science at him.
Well, with the status report, he's wanting to know what you repaired.
Like I said, I will give him a bunch of science.
He's given a bunch of technical jargon.
Okay.
Like I was saying earlier, I will just flat out tell him we replaced a drive in the array and kicked off the mirror copy back to the new drive.
Okay, I'll give you a blue for that. Go ahead and give me a deception roll.
All right, I want to reduce the difficulty on that for a strain,
Okay, good use of a
and
strain. Is
I want to
Simi
use
gonna
a blue.
chime in and assist?
I have a yellow and 2 green, and I'm not lying per se, but confirming the data array has been re-upload mirror completed successfully.
Oh, so you can give me your yellow and 2 green roll. Beautiful.
So what do I need to adapt her roll to yours?
I have 2 greens, so I would need an additional yellow added to make her.
Okay, so I have
mine.
the blue, since you're using Techno Babble to camouflage it. The upgrade you spent reduced one of the purples and gave you another yellow.
All right. Are we ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready, I think.
When we practice to deceive.
Right? Well, I mean... Oh, shit. Of course. Of course.
And you totally throw off the techno babble. Simi totally chimes in as your wing droid and totally supports what you're saying with the techno babble that you're just going on and on about.
Yeah, you did
And
succeed.
you did
I
succeed.
succeeded. Yep.
And what would you like for those 2 advantages?
Wait.
Oh, I owe you a blue,
Oh.
don't I?
You do.
Okay, go ahead and roll a single blue.
Oh, I see how you are.
I mean, we know it's not going to be a triumph, so.
Well, triumph wouldn't cancel out the despair anyway, so.
No, it would.
Hey.
Wow.
Well, you got triumph or advantage.
Success.
Gives you another.
And yeah, success and an advantage.
So
advantage,
as your 2 successes, he's listening to your babble and he just gives you the rudest 2-finger gesture to cut yourself short and cease the incessant techno babble. And for your 3 advantages, what would you like?
That hint that it gives me isn't so useful.
I'm standing right next to a panel, though, right?
You are.
You could give it to me, and I can try and basically
maneuver.
nuke the,
That-
do the, because it's gonna start sparking and smoking.
His eyebrow, the ISB agent's eyebrow comes up in that knowing ISB way, and Simi's immediately going.
So I totally succeeded in convincing him that we completed the repairs that we needed to complete. We know that there's a despair in there, but we don't know what that despair is yet. So I don't want to go raising the alarm with this guy, because we haven't yet raised an alarm with this guy.
Well, on the plus side, if Simi does her thing, there is no alarm to raise. There's just a soon-to-be dead man for Melnock.
Are there cameras in this?
Oh yeah, there's tons of cameras here. But not if Simi puts her data spike in the wall.
All right, fine. I'll give Simi a free maneuver.
Okay, so Simi, your threat protocol is itching. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, and And for that last one, Jim, I'll give whichever bad guy goes next a black.
Well, it would be 3 advantages to get a
To
free
give her a
maneuver.
free...
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking it was only 2. My bad.
Okay.
All right.
So, see me, what does it look like when you take that virus-loaded data spike and find the nearest port for it?
Basically, I could go, I'm detecting an anomaly, and put it in.
And you just go over and slam the data spike into the port. What does it look
I'm
like when your
detecting an anomaly.
virus does its thing when you detect the anomaly?
Basically, it start like you get that whole blinking sort of thing, but then it's like it starts to kind of smoke. But the whole range, basically, even the lights in the area start flickering. And
Wait. Hold on. So the lights in the area start flickering,
yeah,
and
it's
there's
basically
smoke,
shutting down all.
and there's smoke. What are you about to crash into a bridge?
No,
Ooh.
I'm not a cargo
Oh.
container.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Too
Too
soon.
soon, dude. Oh.
So, does this eventually, when it does the flicker and the security cameras are the first things to drop,
Some sparking.
does it like shoot some sparks out and the emergency lighting turns on?
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So as
So
soon
it's
as
like,
you all were given the rundown from Simi back at the base when she was engineering this virus and the possible effects it could have,
and it's basically wiping, cameras and
all the security data is
and it-
being slowly
Dump.
erased from
Yeah,
this moment
eroded in.
back. And just as the lights go red, he knows something's up. You guys know something's up. Steamy, you still have, all of your actions. But as soon as the red lights pop on, you get the little to be continued at the bottom of the screen. As all of a sudden, we're right there in the initiative order. As 4 of you are going to be able to do something before this guy gets to take an action.
If he gets to take an action.
Melnock's getting presumptuous. He's going to walk up and ignite the lightsaber while it's still in his pocket.
Maybe not. I have another option.
I mean, he hasn't pulled his weapon out yet. You don't
Nope.
even know what he's using that despair for, which is totally that great suggestion that's there.
Yeah, that's it. But
He knew he was being lied to about this project, but he doesn't know exactly what yet.
I have options that don't include the lightsaber.
So you guys are going to get 10 experience points.
10 experience.
Okay, 15 experience since you managed to get I was waiting for one objection.
I wasn't an objection. I was like, woo.
Because you guys rolled fucking amazingly. Until you did. Y'all rolled amazingly.
Come on, it couldn't go that smooth.
Perfect timing.
There had to be something.
The fact that you got all the way, achieved your objective, and then a bad dice roll came up.
Yeah.
Alright then, guys. I
keeps you entertained.
Day. I am going to
Kelly has been on her computer since 3 a.m.
Yuck.
She needs to get out of that office. Period.
Yes, I do. I need to go lie down.
Go do something that isn't involving a computer.
Yep.
It's called sleep. That's
right.
Literally what I'm.
It's going to be a low-grade coma.
Yeah.
All right,
Dad
I'm
is
gonna follow
calling.
Kelly.
All
Good
right.
night, everybody.
All right, have a
Bye,
good
guys.
night, guys,
Night.
and see you guys next Tuesday.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, so just really quick, if that girl does come back into my life one more time, I will give her one more shot, but there will have to be some serious discussions at the very beginning of it.
Yep, there will have to be, reset,